Oh, hey everybody, what's up? We're going to be doing for the first little bit we're going to be doing um Atom RPG, and then we're going to be doing something lighthearted for a little bit. We're going to be doing like Paper Mario or something. I got something on my shirt and I don't know. Water. There we go. So we're going to do something easy to start with, and then we're going to do Atom RPG, and we're going to move into something easy. Why is my I've been having all kinds of troubles. Why can I not hear anything through my headphones? Okay, there it goes. Man, these headphones. All right, let's see here. Snake. Okay, all right. This is where that family was. All right, we are going. That is blocked. Okay. We're going to run out here. We're going to head somewhere. We're going to get the game about done, I think. I'm having a mess with my microphone. There it goes. Okay. The Whiskey Station. Paper Mario. That's the one. Okay. Metal junk. Okay, this is the other side of that one, right? That we couldn't get open. There we go. Yep, there's our rope. All right, so that's just a big circle. Okay, now we have to get out of here. We have to get back to the main area. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's go back, old timer. Bum, 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 bum. This song is catchy. It's stuck in my head. Hunger. Food, food, food. Oh, I may not have any. Oh, I do have. Okay. We are at Kara's Nov Mini. Following the mob. Ah. As you approach, you notice a squad of armed people arguing at the entrance of the Mycelium building. They can be anyone. Mercenaries, adventurers, criminals on the run, the town musicians of Burnham. But you instantly realize it's your old colleagues from Adam. Their equipment and demeanor are a telltale sign, but first and foremost, you recognize some faces. Knowing that you know now, you don't let your guard down as you approach. Knowing what you know now, you don't let your guard down as you approach, ready to grasp at your weapon, defend yourself, or retreat should the situation require it. You are not the only one to recognize a familiar face, though. The squad fighters recognize you one by one and go quiet as if facing a threat or a legend. The apparent leader of the noble gathering speaks first, taking the awkward responsibility of starting the conversation off your shoulders. Taking the awkward responsibility of starting the conversation off your shoulders. God almighty. Sarah, Fidel, you two are here? Where else should we be in? What are you doing here? Wow, so Adam has finally sent reinforcements. Guys, I'm with Mycelium. I'm with you. It didn't say they had the green eyes. What are you doing here? You've been sent here by the bosses. Wait, so you don't know, or do you understand what I'm talking about? Which bosses? Our bosses from Adam, the sane part of them, those who didn't switch camps. I'll explain. So while you were searching for Marzanov and company, certain changes occurred at the base. It turned out that some of the bosses, as well as some agents, have been members of this organization, Mycelium, for quite some time. All heck broke loose. Arrests, shooting, someone even hanged himself. These were necessary measures as they'd been recruiting new members in their ranks for quite a while. The agents would go on an assignment in the wastelands and be brainwashed into joining them. You know, enough hiding in the shadows. It's time to help people and take credit for this and so on. Our own agents did it. Can you imagine? Traitors. And as if this was not enough, they really started working for these. The agent looks at the Mycelium building with undisguised resentment. These God knows what they are. Cult followers? They disclose secret information in them, revealing the base plan name of our agents. It was a real you-know-what. I had no idea. How deep do the roots of this plot go? Even our assignment, the searches for Marzanov's expedition, is part of it? Exactly. Need some serious brain racking. Their level of secrecy was truly amazing, better than ours. To be honest, I didn't pay attention to what you were discussing, but I think the only way out of the situation, just like many of others, is immediately shooting of everyone found guilty. Merciless shooting. I like that dude. Hexagon, man, he don't mess around. Rest assured, old man, those found guilty have already got what they deserved, are under investigation. As for those who managed to escape, it's just a question of time. Do you know why they recruited Adam fighters? Well, of course. They would benefit from having their wallet followers in an organization with our reputation. As to how they learned about us, I can't say. Maybe someone babbled it out, or perhaps for some other way. You know my name, but yours has slipped my mind. Agent Alf, and this is my squad, Honey Eaters. The most reckless guys this side of the steppe. We specialize in finding and fixing broken equipment, as well as shooting mutant bugs. And how many of our agents have been recruited, approximately? I don't know, but a lot, it seems. People said something like 15%, and a heck of a lot. You must understand that when someone in Adam says heck of a lot, it means the matter was serious. Even some higher ranks were recruited. Terrible thing. And how did you expose this plot? We intercepted their secret conversations, totally by accident. Vastly, the communication specialist, tried to tune into the concert of the Atomic Love Gurus on the Wasteland 86, the Torograd musical station. Instead, he tuned in to the traitor's roll call. He handed the recording to the Department of Internal Investigations. The conspirators were arrested and questioned. I was told of a couple of weeks it was kept secret, but once they gathered enough information, the new version of the Night of Long Nights started. So what do you plan to do now? They look uncertain. After what has happened, the boss decided to take the horse by the horns. And sent us here to deal with this sect. The problem is the mushroom lovers have apparently learnt of it and fled. Now we're thinking, if we're here already, perhaps we should seize the power of the city. What do you think? Seriously. If these freaks were right about one thing, it was that we need to come in the light. The wasteland is in trouble, and we keep on working from behind the scenes. Oops, sorry. I'll scoot that back a little bit. Turn the mic. There we go. Just imagine the city is our new base. All the new opportunities will put everything in order in these lands and encourage the residents for fruitful work. I'm not sure. I don't think the bosses will happy to be learned about this unauthorized takeover on your part. It'll be fine. They have more serious problems now. It's time to act, and when they learn of it, why, they'll give us all medals. Let me interfere. Listen to these young communards. You know your old father is never against good prospects. I'll gladly join bees in the hive just to be on a good team. And this is an exceptional team. It's a wonderful opportunity, a revolution. I suppose. Look, Sarah. Who's the old man? A relative? Give the locals a chance to develop. They're doing quite well. Quite well, sure. The gangsters all but have an official office in their city. When we were entering, one by one, the guard at the gate asked each of us for a bribe, let alone the fact there's a male prostitute at their ship. And this chamber of commerce of theirs is full of vipers. They're doing quite well. You're such a chicken, aren't you? Let's return to the base. They can do with our help there. Alright. Go, guys. Say hi to everyone. Okay. It wasn't quite what I expected it, but... Okay, let's head on in. I want a chance to rob... search this place for clues. I'll take the gunpowder. Lots of gunpowder, my goodness. Foil hat. I mean, it makes sense. Good afternoon, Texan. Where we escaped from the city. Now we're back at the main mycelium headquarters. But they've been ran off because the Atom guys found out about it. Okay, so no alarm this time. We took some rounds. Let's save. Okay, we get to go underneath. How are you doing today? I hope you're staying cool. Okay. We've got Paper Mario on the back burner because we're about done with this one. Hot as all get out. 102 today or something like that. And it's supposed to get hotter this week. Oh, 35% damage resistance. We'll take that. Oh, and an untorn up AK-47. Okay, now I have pretty good proficiency. A live fire test, pretty much. I was going to do Baldur's Gate 3. It doesn't come out for a little bit, but the first levels are out. But honestly, I'm going to keep Baldur's Gate 3 for myself, I think. I'll eventually do it on the channel just because it's supposed to be so good. Oh, darn it. Tried to sneak by. You come across a rather large group of cult members who are discussing something with keen interest. The concept itself is completely foreign to you. When they notice you, the cultists immediately fall silent and turn to stare at you. Oh, it's you. Who let you in the bunker? Okay, making me feel conflicted. The only you're just so much. Come on, speak. This is really important. There weren't any guards up there. All right. So there were no guards, but how did you know the secret door codes? Surely it wasn't just the warden who gave them to you. I got them from the people you sent to explore the wasteland. Sure, that's obvious, but you know there's a small problem with that. We were instructed not to let anyone enter the last floor of the bunker, and since no one has explained the sacrament to you, I'm sorry, but we have to stop you. Oh, bummer. That sucks. What do you know about the Morozov expedition? The Mycelium members exchanged knowing glances as if each explicitly understands the others with no need to speak aloud, just as the modern human being has no use for a tale. We know about the man you call Morozov, and we're beginning to understand who you might be. Unfortunately, that's all you need to know, otherwise the sacrament will be a great risk. What are you talking about? The sacrament of unity, the moment when humanity must become a single organism in order to maximize its chance of survival. The moment in which we start moving towards enlightenment together in a world where there's no more death, no more hatred, none of the bitterness of saying goodbye, no more fear, no more war. The other cult members are silently moving their lips. Okay. Well, now I'm facing a conundrum of sorts. The Mycelium members look at you in silence. At the beginning of the meeting, they seemed lively and talkative. Now all color has drained from their tense faces and their greenish eyes follow your every move. Sorry, there's just no nice way to put it. Don't fight. I promise it will be fast and absolutely painless as if you'd laid down for a nap. Your eyes are tired, your troubles have just exhausted, which is no surprise. Anyone would be tired after all you've been through. You deserve a long, deep rest. Your eyelids seem to be made of lead. You're growing drowsier by the minute. The fatigue and stress you've tried so long to ignore are finally dragging you down. Quick glance at the brave agent shows Waddell's barely holding it together. My oh my, I'm so sleepy. The death of one poses no danger to the unity. Nothing ever truly dies. Personality 8. Listen up, brothers and sisters. I'm ordering you to stop. You don't want blood on your hands. Success. Your powerful charisma gets through to the hearts and minds of the insanity-stricken Mycelium members. They share a confused look as if suddenly waking from a deep trance and fall on their knees. The path is clear. Oh, we broke them. Fair enough. Let's check out that vest. What do we got? It is 2526. I broke the entire room, yes. Apparently. I'll take all of that. You missed it yesterday. We just straight up cheated. Were you here for the cheating yesterday? I don't think you were, right? Oh, you here for part of it? Okay. Yeah, I just got tired of it. I was like, you know what? I'm done. Note. Short description. Plan name Still Waters. The introduction of active progenitor mushroom spores in the city's water supply. Oh. Correctly fulfilling each step of the plan will introduce the idea of unity to 99% of the population. For its best effect, an installation of pre-war water filters might be required. Last known place that had those is the so-called Tunnel of Death. A correct dosage of spores must be calculated. Using a suboptimal amount of spores might lead to failure of the plan. Using more spores than needed will be considered wasteful, as spores are not a renewable resource. Secrecy level phosphorus 1. Oh, bummer. I figured it was something. I couldn't remember if that was yesterday or the day before. But no worries. I figured it was storms or something like that. Like I always said, I'm here for you guys. You're not here for me, so... Take the rope. You bend over a large shaft that obviously leads to the next floor of the mysterious bunker. The way down is about 8 meters long and is painfully clear that the floor downstairs is made of pillows and mattresses. However, if you're skillful enough, going down isn't impossible, especially if you have a rope that can be tied to one of the pipes, thus increasing your odds. Rope. Tie the rope. Having tightened the strong sailor's knot to what seems to be the most stable pipe, you drop the other end of the rope into the mine. After you take a deep breath, spit on your palms and start your descent. Very soon your feet touch the concrete floor. Okay, what do we got? Okay, nothing. All right, let's save. Cutscene. You hold your breath as you enter the chamber. There is a group of people here surrounding a large vessel filled with pulsing, slimy life. Is it a plant of some kind or maybe a mushroom? Despite doing your best to stay silent, every man turns towards you in unison. You startle at their bright, glowing green eyes and the pulsing, veinous protuberance covering their skin. But the weirdest part of all is the man who seemingly leads them. You know this man. General Morozov, I presume. Indeed, you're talking to him. Are you the one they sent to find the lost expedition? Oh, no. Now, that's a military man if I ever saw... Oh, that... Not a simple man anyway, a magnificent man, a true and honest-to-God general. Look at his eyes shine, reflecting the peace... Wow, my God. The general allows himself a slight smile and replies to a hexagon statement. This all-too-human emotion looks rather queer on his deformed face. So am I right? We're sent here to find my expedition? Yes, that's me. Finally we meet. You were always so close, but we still could not get near you. As if the proverbial fate itself drove you away, Sarah. Have I guessed your name correctly? What's going on? I will gladly tell you. I need to know, Fidel, in due time. Am I truly talking to the general? Partially, yes. I am still this Morozov, but I am now more than a single being. I am part of the whole. Part of the mushroom web linking me with all other living beings on the planet. With a kind of mycelium, you might say. Yes, I am Morozov, but I am also the thing you see in the pod behind Morozov's back. And these people around Morozov, they are me as well. Why would you even? I'll have you know there's already a way to get linked with other living beings in a terrible yet monumental mycelium-like web and stop being a person. It's called living in a communist country. What you're proposing is just devilry. Morozov, speak. What does it all mean? The general's eyes glow even greener as he peers straight into your eyes. Hold up. Part of a whole mycelium. What about Adam? How did you end up becoming this part of the whole? How long was this going on without Adam's knowledge? The conspiracy. We'll go with that one. Conspiracy, so be it. The conspiracy started soon after the war, when General Morozov stumbled upon this very room in a sacred and wild little town called Krasnomini. So insignificant, even the railroad ignored it. This forgettable place was an ideal location for experiments on an entity such as myself. My nose is itching. It was my birthplace, my birthing chamber. After that, Morozov took charge. He and I selected candidates who I later brought here and told them everything. Some partook in our great plan, some were filtered away from the start. Who knows? Maybe in just a few years you would become one of us. Meaning, filtered meaning you killed those who opposed your plot. Oh, no. We are against violence. It can be useful, but if there's any possibility of avoiding bloodshed, we choose it. Those who were deemed untrustworthy were simply never contacted again. We were very careful. In Bunker 317, however, we could not reach a peaceful solution. When the Mushroom Mind attempted to contact the uninitiated expedition members, they panicked. They began shooting at their colleagues who had to dispose of them. Alas, but the idea of taking them with my Morozov's expedition came from the top brass. How do you end up becoming part of this whole? The general speaks softly and slowly. In the first year after the last war, when Krasnomini was still in ruins, we called upon a reconnaissance party that was by chance passing through the devastation above. This party was led by General Morozov. From below, I got the hiccups. From the below ground did we call upon him, from the depths of this very bunker where we were created by the greatest minds of the old Soviet science. General Morozov, heard the call. He and his men forced their way inside the facility with explosives. They talked to us and joined us for the greater good. Those glowing eyes do not suit you, Morozov. Oh, I could forgive you if you said you stumbled upon this monstrosity by accident. Adam would forgive you, the real Adam, where men like Sarah served the motherland. But you say you went through this abominable transformation because you wanted to, you dog? Why? Because you thought we were doing a good man's work? This sin is unforgivable. I don't know, man. I gotta be honest, humans screwed the pooch the first time, right? I mean, maybe the mushrooms got the business this time. I'm gonna go with the mushroom anyway. We had our turn. The former General was currently inhabiting his brain, stares at you without emotion, green flames dance in his eyes. And what exactly are you? Care to tell me? Do you speak of the mushroom before you? That is a fungal mass created by scientists during the project they called Strakonovite. They wanted to create a soldier that would fight without food, water, medicine, and moral support, whose action would be completely under his handler's control. The fungus was an unwanted byproduct of one of the early experiments. Later on, discovering its telepathic abilities, the scientists tried to use this accident to advance their project. They wanted the super soldiers to link telepathically one to another by means of a psychic mycelium. Then they could act as a single organism on the battlefield. The super soldiers, however, were never created. The Cold War turned hot in just one day. But though the project collapsed around it, the biomass was never destroyed. The fungal mass survived in silence. It united the minds of those around it, creating a single mushroom mind. Why are you doing this? What's the end game? Marzov sighs. After the fall of society, we collected an unfathomable amount of information from the Soviet government's high-tech databases. We wanted to learn about people, about this planet, about outer space. We fed on that information, just as our cells fed on nutritious solutions, and this feeding gave results. Oh, yes. We saw everything. We became enlightened. We knew the inner workings of the universe, the laws of physics, the endless possibility the future holds. We then saw one of the endless possibilities that grew more and more probable each year. With each day, each hour, it became more and more real. Maybe it was always there. Maybe it was caused by the fires of the last war. It does not matter. I'm talking way too much. The gist of it is this. An asteroid named 1997 TB-146 is getting closer and closer to Earth. Today, it's close enough to be seen with the naked eye. Some have given it a folk name, the Hesperus star. This asteroid has a radius of approximately 20 kilometers. If it strikes, it will wipe out 90% of life. Easily 95%. Probably closer to 97 or 98. Projected impact is in 30 to 130 years. Humanity in its current state can do nothing about this menace from the stars. Civilization simply cannot be rebuilt in time unless every single human being cooperates with the others, and we both know that this is impossible due to, how should we put it, human nature. The constant division, the us and them mentality. The only way to resolve the situation is the unification of humanity into a single mind, our mind. Only then could civilization develop quickly enough to counter this threat that will otherwise destroy the planet. Only we have achieved unity. Hexagon's lower lip starts trembling. He finally speaks in a shaky voice. Oh, we were all waiting for the green inferno of the poisoned wormwood star, of which the Hebrew prophet spoke ages ago. But in reality, our doom shall come from the blood-red light of Hesperus. Vidal lowers his eyes and whispers, completely defeated. I sensed that something was terribly wrong with our guest in the sky. I'd hoped it was a pre-war satellite or something like that. How wrong I was. General Morozov looks at you with no apparent emotion. He seems indifferent. Unity, mycelium, what about Adam? The general's calm expression does not change, but a newfound disgust enters his voice. What is Adam? A dried-up husk of old glory, a miserable little group of soldiers and paper pushers destroyed by its own secrecy. It served as well as a stepping stone. A platform on which we could launch the great unification. Now that Adam's function is no longer needed, its only value lies in how many people it shall provide to our cause. Listen. We know that you already met the other parts of the mushroom mind in the mountain pass of woes and in the dead city. Both times you let those parts join the whole. You must know we are speaking the truth by now. We would never lie about something like that. After General Morozov's expedition brought the mushroom mind part from Bunker 317 into Krasner Mini, we become strong enough to start the process of unification. And you're in two other parts to us, we lost all doubt. We have waited long enough and we will not delay the plan any longer. Soon our special spores will be introduced to the city's water supply. Then the mushroom will start its work. The former general points at the vessel housing the center of the mushroom mind. After this unification of Krasnomini, we will develop a plan of action to save the planet. It must be done. The mushroom mind must not perish. Do you understand? Hexagon makes an impatiently looking wristwatch gesture despite not wearing a wristwatch. I'm sorry, but aren't you going to say that not all people will be absorbed in a single mind of yours? When will you say that some people, famous writers for example, will be spared and given new flats perhaps, and summer houses and a nice pension for comfortable lives outside this grotesque single-minded atrocity? You don't even offer that pittance. Oh, how right was Comrade Stalin when he proclaimed all mushrooms enemies of the state, enemies of the elderly, hateful, terrible creatures, neither plant nor animal, all mushrooms are a mistake. Fidel's face is twisted with disgust. I will say something. Hold on. I will say something a boy, a naive romanticist would say, but I won't regret it. I don't understand why you would bother saving life on Earth when there would be no one to enjoy it if you succeed. If you take over human minds and make them part of your web, then there will be no more thoughts, no more dreams, no more feelings, hopes, emotions. I would rather let Earth burn and be reduced to space dust than endure such a terrible fate. Let's find out. Whose mind will survive? The mind itself will survive. The mushroom wants every single organism wants survival. His personality will also dissolve in the process of unification. I'm going to go with the mushroom. I got to be honest, we screwed it up. And we found talks about the star. We found proof that it's actually coming. I say we let them have the planet. Then there really is no other way. People will never reach a solution for a problem of this magnitude in so little time. It's sad, but it's also true. I agree to every word. Yes, just like my child Hexagon, the happy father agreed to become part of the great mushroom mind. Hexagon turns to you and says in a loud stage whisper, I get it, child. You are trying to pretend to be this thing's ally. Continue lying to its face as I crawl behind the mushroom to stab it in the stem. I'll stab it in the back like a modern-day Judas. Oh, my, your eyes, child, they're very serious. You're not actually lying to the mushroom monster. You're really going through with this. Yep. Vidal takes 3 steps away from you and enters a combat stance. You quickly figure out that your old friend won't let you betray his values despite your kind intentions. Oh, how I wish you were merely lying to this monster from hell, but your words, they are honest and straightforward. I will not let it happen. Despite your agreeing to it, my former amiga, even if I have to fight against all of you, unification, merda. Spit on it, I spit on your treachery. We are really sad you are blind to our reasoning, Fidel. The former general turns on you and sighs heavily. We also understand that there may theoretically be other ways of solving the problem our plan has gotten us into. Therefore, you may leave. Look for alternate solutions. Who knows, our plan might not be the only one that could save us. Ponder this, will you? Losing their identity is scary for any human. If you start transforming people into parts of your hive mind, those untouched by it will unite to start a war against you and history will repeat itself. Your statement is logical, but this possibly will not keep us from fulfilling our plan. What will you be able to do? You told me there's 30 to 130 years until impact. Your plan is terrible. Even 30 years is more enough time for civilization working as a single organism to reach heights never dreamt of before. You simply lack the ability to imagine what we are capable of. So no matter what I do, it ends up me trying to kill him. Then there's really no other way. People will never reach a solution for a problem of this magnitude in so little time. Okay, I'll do it. I'll start. Go ahead. Good luck. Who knows, perhaps. Oh, no, you don't. Go away and leave the locals alone. This disgusting thing that schemes over my dead body. I will kill every single one of you. Well, all right. I like you, buddy. But problem is I don't know if we can actually kill him. Who else are we fighting? I don't think we can actually kill him. Oh, we can. Okay. I am so overweight. Now, I noticed that we had an option there to talk them out of it. Okay, let's save. Let's do a complete save. I want to see what happens when we talk them out of it. Oh, I can't move. I didn't have enough points. I was shy some points of being able to do it. I'm sorry if I decided to be aggressive. Oh, is there no... Oh, what's on down there?
You leave the mycelium
Oh!
building as if in a daze. You still can't believe it's all over. The long road has finally ended, and now the only thing left is to turn around and reflect upon the changes your actions have caused to life in the wastes. After becoming a single living organism, the Mycelium Society continued its quest to unite the people of the wastes, using not only its smarts, but also chemical weapons. After poisoning the drinking water and most of the city's supplies, the Mycelium Society quickly overtook Crescent's Nemone. Quickly did its citizens become meager parts of the united fungal mind. Their wealth was used to continue the spread of unity all across the wastes. Without any ideas of how to work with the newly changed Crescent's Nemone and feeling uneasy in a new political climate, a ragtag factory gang broke up. Most of its former members traveled the world looking for new job opportunities. The people of Atrodna could hardly cope with the raids after Dan's gang dispersed. This is why when some kind people came over, offering humanitarian help and protection, they quickly agreed. Soon after, travelers started noticing something strange about the people of the small village. It was as they all had one mind. Torn by constant inner conflict, Pentagon soon collapsed into a state of full-blown civil war. Its people lost their humanity and turned against one another in a desperate and pitiful struggle. Trade also became a victim in this fight, and soon only vultures populated the once mighty trade hub. Haxogen finally decided that he traveled enough for his long life and settled in the great city of Trudagrad. There he wrote his first post-war novel, Traveling with My Child. The book was critically acclaimed and quickly became a wasteland bestseller. Its sequel, Major Hexagen's Last Battle, didn't fare as well. As for you, some travelers say that they saw your dusty figure on the northern tract, traveling alongside several scientists and merchants. Mercenaries, on the other hand, claim they saw you with troops, completing unknown objectives in a deadly wastes. Drunken stalkers, however, swear that you helped them rummage through ancient ruins. There are lots of stories, but which ones are true? Only time will tell.
Oh, that's it. Huh. So what happens now? If you hit continue, what happens? Okay, you start out here. Okay, what happens if you go out the other way? Like, what happens if you leave by the rope? Oh, this is before I traded stuff. Okay, hold on. Okay. I did too. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe if I go out the other way. Okay, nope, you can't go back. Okay, so that ends it there no matter what. So once you come down here, you're done. Okay, okay, let's go back. Okay. This is when we first came down. Let's go the other direction then. Let's side against the mycelium and see what happens. Okay, we did this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. There weren't any guards. Enough with this masquerade. No, let's not fight these guys. We'll just waste bullets. Okay. How can I get to the last floor? We disabled the elevator. What sacrament? Okay. How are you going to... Marzov's expedition. Oh, okay. You don't want blood on your hands. Okay, I got that. All right, let's put this new level in. We're going to need the super high speechcraft to do this, and then we'll ding again here in a little bit. Nope, not. I need my guy. Okay. Okay. So now that gets us that. We'll save here. We need to get in here. All right. Okay. Let's try climbing down. Let's see if it works. Okay, yeah, you can just climb down. Our dexterity is high and stuff. Okay, so we'll save here again. Now, let's go side against the mycelium this time and see what happens. Okay. Okay, General Marzov, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that's us. Am I truly talking to the general? Blah, blah, blah. Part of a whole. What about Adam? You end up becoming part of this whole. Okay. You care. Speak of the mushroom. The conspiracy. Filtered. The poisoning everybody. You just want to rule over people. We're going to go the mean route. Mushroom is not interested in ruling or power. The only thing the mushroom desires is survival. I don't know, but I will stop you. May I ask why? I'm doing this because I'm an afflicted person. We humans are crafty critters. We will find a way even without total zombification. I see. You made a hard but righteous decision. Okay. Okay, so we just attack. All right, fair enough. Okay, but... I guess we'll just take out the closest ones to us. Reload. Okay. Oh, the general's got a good gun. Holy crud. Good God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Now, is that enough to heal? It is not. Dang it. Alright, I'm going to make him come for me. Okay, I need to heal. No holding back this time. We use the super stem. Good God in heaven! Well, I'm dead. Okay, so we just can't defeat them. I mean... No, I don't have training in it. I can technically use it, but I don't have any real training against it with it. Okay, burst came through in the clutch. Okay, I need to reload. I don't have sight on either one of those. Okay, I'm going to make him come in and get me. Come on. Ah, they're not going to. I can't move in here. I don't think I can get by the bodies. Oh, we're bugged out. I can't get by the bodies. Okay, let me see if I can get far enough away to get out of combat. We're broken. We can't get by the bodies. I I don't think I have any grenades. I got one grenade. Uh... I have no way to get in there. It won't let me through the door. Can I save? I can't get through the door. I can't loot. I can't loot them. Okay, hold on. I know what to do. We're going to do a save. It's because of the mod I have in. It's broken the door. I have a mod in where your guys can't actually die. They go down to 1 hit point and become immobile. Let me go in and shut that off. What is it? Control F10? Yes. No dead companion off. Now let's hit continue, save, close. Maybe if he can kill Fidel. It won't let me shoot Fidel. Okay, what is it? It's, add item made 10. What are they actually called? Yeah, it just bugged out. MRPG. What is it? What is the grenade actually called? I could kill him with grenade. It's just grenade. Oh, it's case sensitive. Whoops. I spelled grenade wrong anyway. Add item. Okay. I mean, maybe I can kill him with grenades through the door. Oh, not enough action points. Okay, we'll save. What did the general have on him? AKMS, a modified Kalashnikov assault rifle. Yeah, it just bugged out. Ooh, Scorpion. Wow, they had nice guns. Oh, that's why he did so much damage. Holy crud. Okay. Special pistol. AVS 36. Dang. That's a Dragunov. I recognize that. All right, now let's talk to the mushroom. Do not want to cause any harm to this creature. Well, that is not how that's going to work. Okay. We destroyed all 3 mushrooms. Now what happens when we leave?
You leave the mycelium building as if in a daze. You still can't believe it's all over. The long road has finally ended, and now the only thing left is to turn around and reflect upon the changes your actions have caused to life in the wastes. The remnants of the Mycelium Society have scattered all across the wastes. Some found new religious orders, some continued helping people on their own, and some entered politics. Protected by its mighty walls, with time Krasnoznamenny lost its link with the outside reality. As a modern monument to stagnation, this city stopped development, change, growth, choosing stability instead of progress, and clueless, faceless leaders locked inside impenetrable bunker instead of brave innovators well acquainted with the modern times. Under Dan's harsh control, the factory gangs started growing in influence all across the wastes, losing any resemblance to ragtag team of criminals they once were, and turning into a well-respected army of mercenary guards. This growth did not last long though, since one day Dan was shot and killed by an unknown mercenary. Without a leader, the group quickly lost its newfound influence and scattered in a search of a new job offers. Under the leadership of the noble, yet terribly old-fashioned Kovalov, Otradnoye could not grow into a proper city. The protection of Dan's gang helped the old-timers live out their days in peace, but new blood never came into the village. 10 years have passed, and Otradnoye became nothing more but a legend, scattered by the wind
Wow.
of the wasteland. Torn by constant inner conflict, Perigon soon collapsed into a state of
Is there a good
civil
ending?
war. Its people lost their humanity and turned against one another in a desperate and pitiful struggle. Trade also became a victim in this fight, and soon only vultures populated the once mighty trade hub. Fidel left his pub in the outskirts of Krasnoznamenny and returned to the Atom HQ. While serving in active duty, he accomplished a lot of great things and uncovered many lost technologies. His last mission, though, didn't go according to plan. Fidel was mortally wounded in a desperate battle against the forces of the northern tyrant Syoma Varanok. Haxogen finally decided that he traveled enough for his long life and settled in the great city of Trudograd. There he wrote his first post-war novel, Traveling with My Child. The book was critically acclaimed and quickly became a wasteland bestseller. Its sequel, Major Hexagen's Last Battle, didn't fare as well. As for you, some travelers say that they saw your dusty figure on the northern tract traveling alongside several scientists and merchants. Mercenaries, on the other hand, claim they saw you with troops, completing unknown objectives in the deadly wastes. Drunken stalkers, however, swear that you helped them rummage through ancient ruins. There are lots of stories, but which ones are true? Only time will tell.
So there's no... Okay. All right. Let me do a little bit of research. We're going to see if there's a good ending. Let's see. Adam RPG endings. Okay, hold on. Let me look this.
You leave the mycelium building.
Okay, this, let me bring this up. This is supposed to be the best ending. Now, it's in Russian and the volume is super, super low. So I am going to bring it up. I'm going to turn it all the way up.
As if in a daze.
No, it's unhearable. Why is it so low? Let me check my volume settings.
You still can't believe.
No, it's unhearable. All right, hold on. Let me shut off
It's all over.
thing for a minute. Let me see if I can find it in English. Or not in English, but better. With actual volume, it's so small. It's so low, you can't hear it. Okay, we did that one. Okay, now is this the good ending? Adam RPG, final fight, win on expert with guide on buffs and the good ending. How long is that? 4 minutes. That's 24 minutes. I think this is the good ending. Happy Settlements ending. So this is a good ending. Let me bring it up here.
As if in a daze.
Okay, okay. We can actually hear this one. So let me... Now this is from a content creator called Little Bro. Let me put a link to this video. Please at least go over and hit him with a like at least. I'm going to sub to him too, just because I used him in a video. So please go over and at least hit this video with a like. He did this 4 years ago. He's probably not streaming anymore, but it's still the right thing to do. So let me bring this up. Okay. Okay, here we go.
You still can't believe it's all over. The long road has finally ended, and now the only thing left is to turn around and reflect upon the changes your actions have caused to life in the wastes. The remnants of the Mycelium Society have scattered all across the wastes. Some found new religious orders, some continued helping people on their own, and some entered politics. Protected by its mighty walls, with time Krasnoznamenny lost its link with the outside reality. As a modern monument to stagnation, this city stopped development, change, growth. choosing stability
Maybe
instead
the
of
ending we
progress,
got.
and clueless, faceless leaders locked inside impenetrable bunker instead of brave innovators well acquainted with the modern times. Under Dan's harsh control, a factory gang started growing in influence
think
all
this one we
across the
got.
waste, losing any resemblance to a ragtag team of criminals they once were, and turning into a well-respected army of mercenary guards with a large network, working in such places as Trudograd, Minsk, and Liepaja. Under Katya
Oh, no.
Radchenko's leadership, the people of Atradnaya have finally felt some hope for a
You can
brighter
make her
future.
leader?
Under the protection of the factory gang, with their constant leader Dan, this hope eventually came true. Atradnaya turned into a criminal-free, cozy town that attracted honest and hard-working
How do you make
folk
her
from all
leader?
across the wastes. The Red Fighter settlement, which was founded thanks to you,
Oh, we
quickly
forgot to do
turned
the
into a large
settlement.
center of trade and culture, becoming much more important than Krasnoznameny. The cheerful citizens even erected a statue
Dang
in
it.
honor of their
I knew I was
opponent.
forgetting
The
something.
monument
Dragon Braven mentioned it
depicted
to
you
me.
and Gozin, standing on a pedestal, hammer and sickle in hand. Under the leadership of Maxim Maximovich, the feud that was about to become a full-fledged civil war ended and became nothing but history. The now peaceful community of merchants and guards quickly grew and turned into a much larger trade hub that was always ready to offer honest jobs to the people of the city that grew around it. Fidel left his pub in the outskirts of Krasnoznameny and returned to the Atom HQ. While serving in active duty, he accomplished a lot of great things and uncovered many lost technologies.
Oh, no.
His last mission, though, didn't go according to plan. Fidel was mortally wounded in a desperate battle against the forces of the northern tyrant Syoma Varanok. Haxogen finally decided that he traveled enough for his long life and settled in the great city of
I wonder why
Trudograd.
there's no
There
video
he
of
wrote
this.
his first post-war novel, Traveling with My Child. The
I
book
wonder if
was
this is a
critically acclaimed
pre-alpha
and
one or
quickly
something.
became a wasteland bestseller. Its sequel, Major
bet it was.
Haxogen's Last Battle, didn't fare as well. After learning to cope with his dual nature, Alexander quietly deserted the ranks of Atom and went into a lifelong journey across the wastes, looking for adventure and the attention of cuties. Many people remembered him as a traveling strongman, a good friend of children, and a lover of hard booze, who always called his traveling companions weird nicknames like Cho or Bob. As for you, some travelers say that they saw your dusty figure on the northern tract.
Okay, so there
traveling
is a good
alongside
ending.
several scientists and merchants. Mercenaries, on the other hand, claim they saw you with troops, completing unknown objectives in the deadly wastes. Drunken stalkers, however, swear that you helped them rummage through ancient ruins. There are lots of stories, but which ones are true? Only time will tell.
Okay, so now
Hello?
I want don't pay attention to that guy now. I wonder, is there an ending where we save humanity, like we stop the asteroid? Let me read this. Let me read something here. Okay. Okay, yeah. No? No, that was it. That was basically the different endings. That was the best ending. Okay, well, I don't know how you go about getting that ending, really. We'll watch the... Oh, is there any way to speed the credits up? No. That's it? Okay, well, that's the game, guys. We skipped a lot because it's like 200 and some hours, 200% the game or even close to it. It's insanely long. But yeah. That's the way it was tonight on whatever today is, July 26th, 2023. And to all of you, good night. I loved Walter Cronkite. Okay, so let me go in and change our thing here to the next game. Okay. We're gonna play some Paper Mario to get ready for the Mario RPG that's getting ready to come out. What are you doing, computer? Paper. Update all. Walter Cronkite. Okay, so let's see. I need to go to settings, social alerts. Update. Now, sorry this taking so long, guys. It takes forever. Okay, we got to change our game title to category Paper Mario. I think this is just the first Paper Mario. I don't think it's the 1,000-Year Door. So we're going to see. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to stop the stream, wait about 10 seconds, and restart it. That way it splits these into 2 different videos, so they don't show as the same video on the stream.